Good morning. We're in the city just getting ready today. We have 4 things that we got to do, but first I'm just sitting here having breakfast at the Central Park entrance for the New York City Marathon here at 91st. It's also the reservoir that I mentioned yesterday for where they're going to be the group runs. So this is just part of the spot, and what I mentioned about you can look over from the reservoir at the entrance itself if you wanted to during the run. But they're setting up the barricades and everything here too for the actual course. But we have 4 things we have to do today. Like I said, we have to stop at Best Buy to get some batteries for the camera, as well as a new SD card because we were just having trouble with everything being lost yesterday. I have to stop at the Jackrabbit store, which I also mentioned there's a group run there. We need to pick up our pre-race drink and possibly some gloves that I might use as throwaway gloves because it's going to be cold in the morning. So I might want some for in the village, and then at the very beginning of the start of the race that I'll then toss to the side. So I just want to get something cheap that I can use for that. We have to stop by the finish line for the New York City Marathon. I promised I'd show you that in the grandstands. And then last, I want to stop by the Hoka store that's popped up in New York City. There's not normally a Hoka store anywhere, so this is an opportunity to actually see some Hoka stuff firsthand in the store. Alright, we got the first thing we need. It's a mess back here. I almost forgot about the GoPro batteries, but we got it. So now we're gonna bike down. What I'll do is I'm gonna bike the last part of the New York City Marathon, and then we'll put it in fast forward so you can see everything from the entrance to Central Park up to the finish line. So I'm just sitting now at one of our running club members, Nick's bench here. And it's just, we're right outside the little avenue with the flags and everything. So This is a bench that our club got for Nick. He ran like 83 marathons or something like that. He was still young, and unfortunately he lost his life to COVID. So it was pretty crazy in New York right in the beginning of 2020, and this was just a bench right by the New York City Marathon finish line to honor him and all his marathons that he ran. But he loved New York, and so he's right here, right at the finish line at his own Central Park bench. All right, I'm heading to Jackrabbit now to get my stuff for the pre-race, and hopefully it's not crowded in there, but we'll see. I don't like those buildings. All right, so I got everything I needed. I got pre-race mix that I'll use. I just usually bring this and I drink it throughout the morning before I'm in the corrals when I'm in the start village, and then I'll just throw the bottle away. And then I got the cheapest gloves I could find in the store, just so that way I have a throwaway pair that I can use, at the starting line again, and I don't care if I just chuck them aside. So got everything I need there, and now I'm gonna go see if I can get to the Hoka store. And yeah, that'll be everything I need to do today. Nike, New Balance, Hoka, all in a row. So the Hoka store was pretty small. Honestly, it's just a little pop-up, so they didn't rent a large space, but it was really cool to see some of those shoes in hand. I got to touch and feel and hold the Bondi X, which to me is just such a weird shoe. Such a cushioned and like one of the favorite tall maximalist shoes out there. It's usually really heavy, but it felt pretty light. I was actually surprised at how light it felt, and the employees in there said it is their racing shoe. It's a pop-up, so I don't know how long they've been Hoka employees or what they do know. He couldn't tell me the weight on it, but I still think that the Rocket X or the Carbon X, some of those shoes, they actually had the Carbon X2 that I could hold as well, which felt very light. And they didn't feel much different in weight, to be honest. So maybe the Bondi X is something that you could use for a race. I've seen a couple people use it for a race just for fun as a tune-up race, but it's probably not the direction I would go. The Carbon X2 feels pretty light. It actually has no rubber on the outsole of the Carbon X2, which is unique. It's all just foam, so that might wear out quick, but otherwise that's definitely their racing shoe. But that's it. I'm going to wrap it up for today, take a break, get inside, try and get off the legs. I just wanted to do some walking and biking to stay active today before the shakeout run tomorrow, and then we just get ready for the marathon. So with that, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.